Welcome back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon podcast. I am your host, Perry. With me is the interrupting ghost himself, the whiskey man. We can't do this the whole time. Dude.
You started it.
Yeah, you're right. I did.
I finished it.
It's the Whiskey Mutant. It's Eric.
Me.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
Dude, I am happy to be here.
You better be.
This has been, I will be very upfront with everybody because that's how we do it on Timbip. A very tough mental health week for me.
Oh, man.
With everything going on in the world, it has been very difficult to deal with.
Well, that's what we're here for.
So I just want to say, yes.
For them.
I just want to say
it
up top, I hope that everybody is okay. I hope that you have your loved ones are all right. I know specifically of somebody who has known somebody who has unfortunately died in the midst of everything going on in the Middle East right now. Just horrible stuff. I'm not going to get into it any more than that here, but thinking about everybody who's affected by the things happening right now. So much love sent to you if you are hurting. Know that there is help out there as well. I'm going to put a mental health line number on the screen right now for anybody who is needing help. So many resources you can find online as well. Just if you are like me and you have been really battling with things that have been going on. That's as much as I'm going to say about it. I don't have anything else to say about it in this space. But just take care of yourself, please. Please, please, please. This has been very tough for everybody. And we are here for you if you need us. So that's that. But
well said.
Thank you. We are just chugging right along. I mean, because that's how we that's how we do it. Timbip. How I don't know where to go from there. I just kind of was running off the cuff.
Go?
I don't know. I guess we'll drink something.
Hey, let's do a double flying blind.
Let's do a double flying blind. Flying blind is how we typically kick off the show. Or sips and snacks.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how we just get ready for an episode in the context of an episode. And we prep our palates for something. Do you want to do my thing first?
Yeah,
I think it's a little more
thing.
prescient since we've got ice that's
in glasses.
melting.
Yes. Closing my eyes. While Perry's doing that, if you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/mybourbonpod for as little as $1 a month. At $5, you get all the bonus stuff where we do stuff a lot.
Oh, man.
You get at least an extra hour of bonus content, and you get this episode uncut. It helps us. It helps you. Just support the show. Patreon.
And thank you, everybody who does support the show over on Patreon. It means a lot. It keeps the lights on. Keeps us chugging along, just like we always do. Just like we're doing with this here episode. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to continue doing the show. Oh, man.
What?
The can says don't shake.
You shook it?
Well, I didn't know how mixed up everything was.
Is that what I felt on my face?
Sorry.
Oh. Won't be the first time I was in this position.
Why would it say it's not even carbonated? Why does it say don't shake?
Won't be the last. How many things are you pouring?
Just 2.
There's 2 of them?
Well, 1 for me and 1 for you.
I thought you were pouring like multiple. Like I think you opened like 4 cans.
No, there's 2 cans. Here, you can open your eyes now.
2 cans, Sam?
I don't know. Wait, hold on.
Is it 2 cam Sam or 2 can Sam?
2 can. He's a toucan. Like
Not
the
like
bird.
2 cameras. 2 cam Sam? Am I thinking of a different video person? 2 cam.
Just take your hands off your eyes.
It's kind of fun. I'm getting that feeling like when you're a little kid and like you start seeing when you start seeing the colors and you like
you're seeing stars.
Yeah. I got stuff floating around.
Now we have to take a 30-minute break so Eric's eyes can readjust. And we're back.
Ooh, that smells good.
It really doesn't smell bad
So
at all.
did you add anything to this?
Not a
you
thing.
You just poured it from a can.
Just poured it from a can.
Okay. Okay. Is that an old fashioned?
It is an old fashioned.
Not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad. I like that. I could do that in a quick. Look at these cute little cans. Tip top old fashioned.
Now, you wouldn't think that a full old fashioned is in these.
Here, we got to show people what we're doing here.
But definitely, it's not going to focus because we got the face focused on.
Well, there's the can, if people can see it.
I'll zoom in.
Look at that. This is what we're drinking right now. Never too sweet, always balanced. And there's a giraffe on there.
Literally just whiskey, sugar, and bitters.
74 proof.
Yeah, man.
Where's the whiskey from? Does it say?
It does not.
Is it supposed to? Is there a rule?
Developed in Atlanta, Georgia. Produced and canned by Tip Top in Temperance, Michigan. Contains caramel color.
Well, it looks good.
No, I mean it does. It does look really good.
I want to know where the whiskey is from.
Where's the whiskey? We should do a "Where's the beef" commercial, but it's "Where's the whiskey?"
Where's the whiskey? This doesn't taste right. I would like to know what alcohol they use.
This is one of the better ready-to-drink cocktails, I think, that are.
If you want
out
more,
there.
you just have to do that QR code, and it refills your glass. That's what it says. Another round? Question mark.
Magic is real.
QR code.
I like it. I think it's a little sugar forward. It's quite sweet.
I think if you are going on a trip or something's going on, you're like, I want some old fashions, and you don't want to pack up your bitters. You don't want to have simple syrup. You don't want to blah, 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 blah. These things, you pour one of these things in a glass, it's pretty good.
Most people aren't going to know either.
I like it.
I mean, it was only like $5 too, I think.
Per can?
Yeah.
How many did you get?
2.
They didn't come in a pack?
No.
You have to buy one at a time?
Well, maybe they do come in a pack. I just saw it on the counter. Okay. Golly.
The can's really strong.
They-
I thought these would be like a 4-pack.
Oh,
I made a dent.
well, it's better than I did.
I like that.
Here's Twango to me, though. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I'm definitely going to get these again.
What if you shot one of these cans? That'd be so bad.
The sugar rush you would get.
The weirdest buzz ever. The most hyper buzz. It's like shooting cocaine.
Dude, you shotgun an old fashioned in a can.
Oh my
At
god.
tailgate or a football game. That's so
Patreon
funny.
content.
That's so funny.
I'd do one of these on the Patreon content.
We
I'd shoot it.
we need to do that for a Patreon only video.
That would be funny.
Shotgunning different kinds of ready to drink canned cocktails.
We'd be messed up fast.
It would be so quick.
It'd
That's
be weird.
74 proof, dude.
It'd be weird too. It'd be messing with us. It'd be like upper and downer at the same time. Oh,
Well, the cat's
man.
won, but I'm not happy about it.
But I'm excited about something.
But boy, howdy.
You jump through a table. Bill's Mafia.
Well, this is a recommend from me.
I'd take this in a pinch. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to trump a homemade old fashioned, but in a pinch or on the go, damn, I like this.
I made a little dent
There you go.
with my thumb. That's it. That's all I can do. What you have a flying blind as well. Are you just
I think I did.
Are you just
shoot
like-
it. I think I shot it. I think I went too fast.
you just a minute ahead of everything I'm about to say? All right, here we go.
Empty. That's really good though. No joke.
Okay, so you have something else too to
Yes.
get to.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything about it until after you've drank it, okay?
Okay.
Because that's what we do on Flying Blind.
Yeah, you're right.
We don't say anything and then you drink it. It's a blind pour.
If this is Malort.
All right, if you're listening, you can't see this. If you're watching, here you go. Right there. See it? This is what we're drinking.
I brought you good things to drink today.
Who says I didn't?
Your expression. Your general demeanor. I hear a screw top.
There was no screw top.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you're good.
All right.
That was pretty good.
I don't believe you. It smells okay.
Yeah, it does smell okay. But take a smell, but then like slowly take your glass away. It smells so bad.
It has the wet hay smell.
God, it's so bad. It's so bad.
What did you do?
It's so bad.
What did you do to me?
It shouldn't, though.
Why am I drooling?
This is called when you go trick-or-treating and somebody gives you a trick, this is a trick. This is what happened to me.
I don't like it.
This is what happened to me this weekend.
I don't like it.
Listen, this past
Make it stop.
This past Sunday,
I'm listening.
I came down here and I was like, I want something different, okay? I want something I've not had in a while. And I looked and there was a bottle that I said, you know what? I probably haven't opened that in, it may have been a year or two. And I remember really liking this.
With good reason.
I remember really liking this though, because it's halfway gone. And I tried it.
What happened?
I don't know. This is the first time my bourbon collection has tricked me. This is the first time that I have went to a bottle and it really went bad. Not just changed, went bad.
It is bad.
That's bad, right?
It's bad. Yes.
And this is, I'm not tricking you, nothing like that. I showed them what it was. And I guarantee if you're watching, you probably cannot believe that this tastes this way because this is a high praise bottle. This is a single barrel 10-year Rebel from, it was filled 3/3/2010. So
you got it in 2020.
Yes. And I probably drank almost half of it within that first year, and I haven't had it. And now it tastes like this.
It tastes
What has happened?
like the cork went bad.
What has happened?
I don't know. I think your dog peed in it.
Just to prove to Perry that I'm not tricking him, here's his clean glass. Here's just a little drop of it. It's the same thing.
Oh, it smells like Cheetos.
I did not trick him. I did not do anything. This is what this bottle of Rebel 10 tastes like now. It's been about halfway there, halfway filled since 2020. What has happened?
Bad, man.
That's
happened? Crazy.
I know. This was everybody talks about bottles going bad and they're like, oh, they won't, or some people do it because this came up in our Discord. People, we were talking about putting bottles in, smaller bottles, sample bottles, whatever. This is the first time I have ever had a bottle I went back to be horrible.
Oh my gosh.
And people rave about this bottle. And I love this bottle. I drank half of it probably within the first 6 months I had it.
How did that happen?
How did this happen, Perry? That's the trick. Somebody did this to me. Did somebody sneak into my house and put Hidden Barn in my Rebel 10 single barrel? Huh?
Can I be honest with you?
You did, didn't you?
It tastes worse than Hidden Barn.
Oh, it's bad.
It is actively worse than Hidden Barn. We've got too many other things we got to drink.
Okay. Why is this bad?
I don't know. But it really does taste like
It's
moldy, wet cork.
It's been sealed.
I believe you. I believe you.
I don't understand.
I'm just telling you what it tastes like.
I know, and I agree. I don't understand what happened.
I don't either.
What happened?
What happened is I'm about to drink more of this old-fashioned while I ask you the question, what have you been drinking recently?
Wait.
What?
Tony B lost the bet with me, and I have to send him something really bad. I'm not going to send him this pour. I'm going to have you blend this with a Patreon-only...
blend this?
This, what's left in my glass. Put it in that glass. If you've been listening to Patreon, we did a whole review.
Oh, it's gotten worse.
You think it would be worse with this?
I don't think it matters.
And now I'm going to let this sit for another little bit. And then this will be his, because the Bills beat the Miami Dolphins. And he has to drink something that I send him, and this is what.
Oh, okay. I was like, did you bet against yourself?
No.
Hold on, smell it before you.
So this is what he gets because his team lost. But I'm going to let this sit for about another week or two.
We do require video proof as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's bad, man. Wow.
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me this Rebel 10-year single barrel to drink, eat.
To yeet.
Yeet. Yeah, I'm going to yeet it right over there.
Give me something bad to yeet.
Yeah, I tried that and I almost puked.
It's awful. Golly.
That's your spooky.
Like I said, I brought good stuff for you.
I know you did.
Drink.
But it's... And what have I been drinking recently? Well, after we recorded last week, I went over to your house and hung out with the family, with the little birthday party, with the birthday girl, with your mom, hung out with your mom.
Are you going to tell what you did to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went over there. Perry had a assortment of whiskey sitting on the table. I poured me some Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah, I just went for kind of standard pours. I had Maker's Mark, Turkey 101, and then Lucy Lucy makes this like bourbon Christmas. It can be, you can use just about any spirit in it, but she typically makes it around the holidays.
Yeah,
and it's really just apple cider, cranberry juice, rosemary, and cinnamon, and it's all kind of reduced down to one liquid, and then you can mix bourbon with it, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And she, rightfully so, because of everything that we had going on last week, needed something a little bit stronger in the punch mix.
Fair enough.
And so she poured half a bottle of Benchmark Full Proof into that.
It was good.
Yeah.
April loved that. I was like,
yeah,
I love that thing.
Emma had 2 and she was wasted.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
That was a very quick transition from like when she was chill to a little crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was too busy like taking care of Eden and like trying to entertain people to really notice what was going on.
When parents throw birthday parties for small children, you find yourself doing a lot and not realizing what's going on.
Yeah.
So I knew that.
Unless you like sneak away with your best friend for a pour that nobody else is going to have.
Yeah. We did that. But before that.
Yeah. You tricked me, you dirty dog.
Before that, I got him. So we're all there. Perry had to go pick up Eden. And so he gets there. You know, people are starting to talk to him. And I was like, you know, I just poured some Turkey 101. And I made Perry think that I poured him some Turkey 101. But in reality, I grabbed the Fireball.
Yeah.
And I put it in a little glass, same glass. It looked the same. I said, hey, here, you look like you need a drink. Here you go. And I literally followed you around for 5 minutes waiting for you to drink it. But people kept talking to you.
Yeah.
And he drank it and we were like way far. We were like on opposite ends of the yard. And as soon as he took a drink, his eyes just...
No.
He goes, what is this?
I smelled it. And the whole what happened from my point of view was you handed me this glass. And I was walking around and I kept getting whiffs of Fireball.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I don't know if you noticed this, but the first time that I smelled it, I turned back to the drink table to see if the Fireball had been opened, and it was just enough out of it to where it didn't look like the bottle had been opened.
That thing was filled to the
perfect.
cap.
It was perfection. And so I was like, well, maybe somebody just got like a cinnamon perfume or something. I don't know. I had no idea. And what the reason that I had walked away from you was because Lucy and I got Eden a playhouse for our backyard. And that was the first time that she had seen it. That was kind of like her big birthday present. And so Lucy and I were all excited to like give it to her so she could play with it and everything, especially at the party. And it was just kind of like having a good time. I was like in the moment. I was like, my daughter's happy. My wife is happy. I've got bourbon. I'm happy. This isn't bourbon. And I look back towards my house where you are peeking your head around the garage like the spaghetti guy.
Spaghetti.
You know,
I was waiting on you.
Yeah. And I knew exactly what had happened in that moment.
I poured him a big old glass of Fireball.
And I shot that son of a gun.
You did.
And
you did.
I don't like Fireball, man.
You took it.
I'm not going to waste it.
No, you took it. So later on, we did run down to the temporary... Well, not temporary. It's the studio, but it's in temporary construction. And I got to try a Knob Creek pick you had, which was really good. And Perry pour, a Perry pour of it. It lasted me for a while.
That was the intention, though.
Oh, I know. But then I went back for some more Wild Turkey 101 too.
Well, yeah, of course.
I tried to teach Eden how to roast hot dogs, and she was like,
she was bored immediately.
No. She wanted an instant hot dog.
Funny.
I had her sitting there. We were having a little moment. She was like, oh, it's hot. And I was like, yeah, be careful, all that. And then she was like, I'm going to go play. And so, Uncle Eric, I made her hot dog. Whatever. But yeah, she was instantly bored with roasting hot dogs.
You and so you, April, Addison, and Addison's friend came and hung out, and that's when that's when your wife dropped the bomb on me that the day after you all were going to go pick up a rescue
our new dog,
Great Dane,
our new puppy,
who is the sweetest boy. He's so sweet and chill. And as I was pulling up to your house today, your wife had said "sweet boy" on a leash outside of the house, and I thought maybe she was just taking him outside so I could meet him.
Yeah.
She goes, "No, I'm separating him from everybody else because Stan, your middle dog, bit him in the face."
Yeah.
The corgi bit the Great Dane puppy on the face.
Yeah.
And drew blood.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're going through right now.
Yeah.
Corgis are herding dogs, and I think Stan is a straight up dog that wants to be in the woods.
Oh, he's a straight up dog.
He's a dog, and he wants to herd everybody. What are you doing?
Your glass is empty.
Oh, my.
I wanted to give you something to
Okay,
drink.
I was going to talk. This was going to be on this
High
was
proof hot takes?
on my high proof hot takes.
Why?
Because you didn't tell me you got this. And I was going to say, I'm mad.
Okay.
I'm mad because my
Okay.
friend didn't say.
Okay, here's what happened.
Okay, we got to show it.
You're right. So it's the Export Wild Turkey 101 12 year.
Oh, look, it focused.
Um,
Don't look. Okay.
I ordered this a few weeks ago, but we had talked about it in the Discord. Somebody was asking if it was like a good price. I think it was John from Embellish Pod asked if it was a good price on a website, and I was like, well, yeah, I would pay that for it. And so I bought it, and I did intend for it to be like a surprise. With all of the like mental health stuff that I was dealing with this week,
Yeah.
There comes a point where I stop caring about content.
Yeah.
And I just have to do something for myself. So I did crack it on my own. I'm sorry you had to find out the way that you did, but please know it was not meant to be a middle finger to you or anything. I just needed something. Okay, thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
I will enjoy this here in a second. To finish what I've been drinking recently, had some more Buffalo Trace pick on Sunday because the Bills played. They lost. Don't talk to me about it. But then we went to the Distillery District, one of our favorite places to go every other Sunday or so.
We need to go out there with you all.
Yes,
sometime.
On a Sunday, we just go.
Yeah.
We grab some old fashions at Pepper. We go get some pizza. We just chill. If we have time, we go to the arcade. But we went to James Pepper Distillery there. Grabbed our old fashioned. Oh, that's amazing! It's in Japanese.
Japanese export.
Yes, that's so cool. And I noticed they had a decanter.
Mm.
And apparently there's a new release from James Pepper Distillery. It's the Decanter series or something like that. So I had a little bit with my old fashioned. And I was like, man, if this is really good, I'm going to get some. It's like $75. And I had it. And it was okay.
I think we need to review it. It has been.
I was going to buy it, but I couldn't.
I will buy it.
Because I was a little disappointed.
It's been a really long time since we've reviewed anything from Pepper on the show.
Thing. It was this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did review that. The 10-year-old bourbon.
Yes, this one. That
I kind of forgot about that.
That we keep thinking it was Wild Turkey.
Yeah. I might have a little bit of that here in a bit. But the one before that was just the 1776. I reviewed that with Chad and Sarah when I still lived in Richmond.
Listen, I had it
In
and I thought it was good, but I did not think it. I had single barrel rye from them that was far superior. And I honestly think, and I had somebody correcting me that was like MGP or something. I'm pretty sure it was their own.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah. He rhymes with Bugaili. But I'm pretty sure it was their own right. But I'm just saying, like I said, I'd had single barrels from Pepper that were way better than that decanter, and I felt like this could have been a little cheaper, and that's why I didn't buy it. I'm not saying it was horrible, because it wasn't. I'm saying for this new release, a decanter, all this, it was $75 to $80. I was a little underwhelmed.
Sure.
And that's why I didn't buy a bottle myself.
Yeah.
So stay tuned You'll probably get a proper.
I think we need to review it. It's kind of a hot thing right now. If I had more time to run over there and grab a bottle this week, I definitely would have.
Yeah. Well,
it was
maybe we
insanity.
should just plan a family trip one Sunday this month.
I think that sounds fantastic.
We'll grab it then, grab some old fashions, and then we'll review it the next time we're there.
Get some Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go play some arcade games.
If we play Ninja Turtles, I'm Donatello. Who are you?
Probably Raphael.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
All right. What have you been drinking?
Sorry,
this, obviously.
Well, yeah, the 12-year-old turkey 101. But yeah. I did bring out a couple extra bottles at Eden's birthday party as well, just to have out.
Did you put one out just to finish?
No.
You did.
No, I put it out because...
you put it out just to finish it. You did.
The Copper and Kings?
Yes.
No, I wanted people to try. I thought it was different enough. It was something that people could, if you're a bourbon drinker, at least it's there for you to... I like it. I still like it. I don't love it, but I like it.
I like it. I love it.
I want some more.
You do? You want some more of it?
I mean, I don't look at it and go...
I feel like we were the oddballs out on this.
I think we were.
After we reviewed it, I went back and looked at some other stuff just for research purposes, and I feel like we're the oddballs out.
Yeah, I think we were too. But again, I like drinking it. I'm not upset with it. It's just there are things that I would rather buy
if you poured it in
and
that
things
pumpkin,
I would rather drink.
That wine-filled pumpkin, would you be mad?
No.
Okay.
To be fair, well, okay, yes, I would, because that was a what Eric's referring to is a drink dispenser that was made out of a prop pumpkin, that was made out of styrofoam. So if I poured the Copper and Kings into said styrofoam pumpkin, it would be undrinkable when it came out the drink spout. What she did, though, was she put boxed wine
I know, I saw that.
into the pumpkin. And so the spout was just from the box. It was perfect.
Yeah.
She did a great job with it. She's so... If I could dote on my wife for a second.
She's listening right now.
She's absolutely not. She is doing literally anything else.
April's upstairs and she's not even listening right now.
But it just to dote on my wife for a second. She is so good about those little creative problem solving things that it's almost like Pinterest or TikTok hacks where you're like, how did you even think of that? And she's just like, I don't know.
She's like, I ain't got time to make content. I just do it in real life.
We had talked about doing a podcast together for a while, and I wish we could still do it. We just don't have time. As soon as Eden came along, it was like, we don't have.
That's when you got 15 to 20 minutes extra. We ain't making no podcast.
We ain't making no podcast.
That's true. That's 100%. That's just life. Right
That's there. Anyway, so I did bring out the Copper and Kings. I brought out the the 2XO Oak series.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to how much people enjoyed it or not. But the next night was Lucy's cousin's wedding. Now, I talked about this on the pregame chats a little bit, but my weekend last week was Friday, Eden's birthday party. Saturday, Lucy's cousin's wedding. Sunday, Emma's going away party. This actually reminds me of something, too. I meant to talk about this at the top of the episode, and I completely forgot.
You know what? You can do it right now.
I'm going to do it right now. So, as of this episode coming out, the audio version, hopefully, if you're watching the video version, you will have been a part of this. Next Thursday, or Thursday after this episode, the 19th,
okay.
I will be live streaming,
Mm-hmm.
and I will be hosting a watch party for Mamu, the short horror film that my cousin made and filmed in our old house. And I did sound design for.
I've seen it. It's good.
It's really fun. It's really good, and it's just it's a little bit of intense horror, and it's so fun. So on the live stream, we're still going to be doing bourbon stuff, of course, but I wanted to build in a watch party for people, where I will talk about some of the creation behind it and everything. Emma is currently not available to be a part of it. Unfortunately, she, as I said,
she's still hungover.
That is true. Probably.
Yeah.
She is out of the country for about 6 months. I won't go too far into it because it doesn't matter. But I'll talk about some of the creative aspects on set. It was my house. But just kind of walk through, because I feel like, it's spooky season. We got to do something.
I've seen it.
Yeah, we got to do something for the. You want some more of it for the season?
So hard.
Yeah,
can't get enough of it
on the live stream as well.
There is one star of the movie that's still around.
Eden?
Yeah, put her on.
Okay, she
ask her about it.
Doesn't remember anything,
but ask her.
What if she watches it and she gets scared and she's starts like, crying?
Oh, crap. Why did you put me through this?
I might try to have my cousin Mike was the director and creative producer behind it. I might see if he can join, and my brother Dane actually played Mamu, the creature,
soft handshake
in the movie. Does he?
Very welcoming. Yeah.
Soft handshake.
Yeah.
Show me.
Welcoming.
He doesn't.
No,
like, actually...
it was a.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's not what I expected from him.
But I didn't. My problem was I didn't expect a handshake from Dane, because I felt like we had already broken the handshake barrier, and it would have been like, what's up?
Next time.
We broke bread together.
No, I know, but next time he will hug you.
I want to play football with Dane. He looks like a quarterback.
Dude, Dane is resilient.
Dane looks like a quarterback. He looks like he's smart. He's not got like a buff physique. He's got like a quick physique, but he looks like he would just take you down in football. Yeah. He looks like a quarterback.
He might be the smartest person I know.
I believe
like
it.
Honestly,
I believe it.
He might be the smartest person I know.
I believe it.
He always has been. I mean, even since we were kids,
he knows it.
He was just.
He knows it too. I can
sure
tell.
He does.
I can tell.
He's a professor.
Yeah, I know.
He's getting his doctorate.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Tell.
Yeah.
Dude knows.
So I'm gonna try to get whomever I can on for the live live stream.
That'd be fun.
And, yeah, we're gonna talk about Mamu, and we're gonna drink some bourbon, and we're gonna, enjoy watching it together. I'm so excited for people to see this. It is a short film. I mean, it's like what, 7 minutes long?
Yeah, I think 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Something like that. Speaking of moms, your mom's awesome. She makes great pimento cheese.
Oh, sandwiches.
I mean, she made the cheese though, didn't she? Oh,
that's from Mousetrap, dude. Do you know where Mousetrap is?
Cigarette. Hey, your mom makes the cheese.
They tried to put the Mousetrap out for me, and I said, no way. I ain't doing that.
Okay, she makes great pimento cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, so
she cuts them perfectly.
She really does. Actually, that brings up something that...
You have some?
No.
Because I'm starving.
I'm kind of hungry, too. Yeah. So Sunday, Mom and Dad came to Emma's going away party. And there was a lot of leftover food from Friday. So Mom brought her pimento cheese sandwiches, and I was standing at the island in my mother-in-law's kitchen, and I picked up a pimento cheese sandwich, and in the corner of my eye, I noticed there was a bowl full of sausage balls. And in a moment of pure genius,
Please tell me you did.
I picked up one of the sausage balls, removed the top layer of bread from the pimento cheese sandwich, and I formed the sausage ball into as much of a triangle as I could. Placed it on the pimento cheese sandwich.
Stop it.
Put the bread back on top, and it was the most perfect little moment that I could have had.
I love pimento cheese.
Dude, I do too.
I love it.
The
I've
mousetrap.
loved it since I was younger. I don't care what any of my friends would say when they saw it, and they're like, "Ew, guys,
Oh, it's great, dude."
Pimento cheese is amazing."
So pimento cheese from the Mousetrap. It's in the same shopping center that OBC is.
Yeah,
right?
I know where it's at. Yeah.
When I went to go see Will and Grease last year, when I had the tour group that I took down to Nashville, I knew, of course, that they love pimento cheese. So I brought them both containers of it. I know at least that Grease killed his in a night.
I could kill it in a night, bro.
But early tips and bits. I go to the Mousetrap in Lexington.
And let Perry's mom make you pimento cheese sandwiches. She knows just how to spread the cheese on there and cut it just right. Makes you feel so good. Yeah, she's great. What?
You can't just look at me, start to break, and then go, "What are you looking at me for?
What?
Who are you looking at me for?"
What?
But then, so Saturday night was the wedding, and thankfully they had bourbon at the bar. It was an open bar, too.
What'd you kill? You kill it?
I might have killed a bottle. I don't remember for sure, but they just had Evan Williams Black Label, 86 proof.
I like that.
It's great stuff, man. But I have to show you this picture too. Saturday morning, we woke up and got a text from Morgan, Lucy's cousin, saying, "Do you all know how to set up a sound system?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." And she basically just needed like her phone to connect to it, so she could play
like
music
a
and everything.
live thing. I was gonna be like,
"No, I set up a sound system."
I thought you was gonna say, "Well, I know somebody who has speakers and stuff, and I can show you how to do it."
Well, they rented it and everything, but they just didn't know how to. Yeah. So we had to get to the reception essentially a little bit early so I could set up the sound system.
Were you asked to do this beforehand?
Beforehand,
Barely.
yeah. Okay. In a little, kind of yes, because it was that morning.
Yeah.
So that's technically beforehand, but not before
not
the day
like
of the wedding.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to place an order through Best Buy so I could get the right cables and cords and everything so that her phone could hook up to the sound system.
You didn't have any of that?
I didn't have it with me. I have it. I just didn't have it with me.
I didn't have it with me.
Because it's still so much of my stuff is displaced from the move.
Did you get to keep that though?
No.
Oh, that would have been a good trade-off.
I kept a little bit of the equipment, but like we had to leave before the party was over because we had an hour drive back to Lexington.
the music stops and you're like, "Sorry, this is my cord.
Deuces."
See ya.
We had to get Eden to bed.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yeah.
She had a big weekend. She's a toddler. And she needs to go to sleep. Like, we had to go home.
It's her birthday.
It's just part of it. Yeah, exactly. But so Lucy started taking pictures of Morgan, and like looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? She looks great.
Yeah.
And then in the background,
Share that one. Is that you?
that's me hunched over the sound.
You look so mad.
I'm so...
You look so mad. You look so mad.
Audio listeners love you to death. But for the video watchers, I'm going to put the image on screen.
Hey, you're fit, though? I'm going to rate it right now. You got the dark brown top. Is that a jacket?
That's a jacket, yeah.
Got a flannel underneath?
I had a checkered shirt underneath. Yeah. We were told to wear shades of blue.
I like the jeans because
it's not jeans. It's slacks.
Slacks. Okay.
Yeah.
I like this because I'm sorry, skinny jeans are out right now.
I don't care. I love skinny jeans.
Those are not skinny jeans.
No, I know. I know, but
I'm saying you need to wear those jeans more.
Those aren't jeans. They're slacks.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Pants.
Yeah.
A little baggy. Little baggies in. Love it. And your shoes 100% match your top. 10 out of 10 drip right there.
Ooh, I got the official 10 out of 10. That's awesome. But so, yeah, that was how
So you killed a bottle of Evan Williams.
Yeah, they were handles too.
Yeah.
So
Damn straight.
So, other than that, I mean, really nothing too noteworthy.
So the moral of the story is sound systems are a little bit more complicated than people think. So prepare ahead.
Yes, please.
Find a semi-professional or professional to set up your sound system. Because it won't work if one cord is not plugged in the right way.
This turkey's been sitting in my glass for about 20 minutes.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
I love this bottle, man. I think we reviewed this, didn't we?
Yeah, that's why I got it.
Yeah. It's just, why aren't we allowed to have this?
I mean, I'll give you the website.
No, but why aren't we?
I know. But there's an easy way to get it. Like, I mean, at least we know how to now.
I know. I'm just saying.
I mean, I want it.
You got it.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I want it at retail.
I want it. I love it. I like some more of it.
So we are going to do a different little review here. That we don't normally do these kinds of reviews, but
we ain't like everybody else though, so we do it different. Look at that.
Beer.
4-pack.
We got beer. We are reviewing something that I have a deep love and appreciation for.
And
the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
Had this once, and I don't remember anything about it.
So this is brewed by the same people who distill and age Town Branch. So Alltech. Out of Lexington, Kentucky. It's the Lexington Brewing Company, I think is what they technically are called. They make Kentucky ale as well, but specifically this is bourbon barrel ale that is finished in their bourbon barrels.
That looks nice. Look at that.
It's not super heavy
looks
either.
Nice.
I believe it's an 8% ABV.
8.2 right here.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Kentucky Irish Red Ale aged for at least 6 weeks in freshly decanted bourbon barrels from some Kentucky's finest distilleries. Kentucky Irish Red Ale aged for at least 6 weeks in freshly decanted bourbon barrels from some Kentucky's finest distilleries.
Some? Why did they say it like that?
You know what's funny? I actually almost worked on this team. Like I interviewed for the position that would have like done all of the design work for
when you were typing
Alltech's
that
beverage
up
company.
And they said, write this for some. Would you have been like, hey, can I ask a question?
From some Kentucky's finest distilleries.
They're like, put it there. Exactly like that.
All right. Here's the thing. Alltech. I'm not asking for anything. But just tell me why I didn't get the job. Just let me know. I really do like this. This is the beer that made me love beer. Between this and Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
This is also the beer.
Your mom likes beer.
Please stop.
What?
My mom was drinking a Mick Ultra.
Oh, yeah. She was loving it, too.
I hate you. This is also the beer that got me so drunk at the infamous Perry Ritter Band drunk show.
That one? I
Yeah.
thought you had a cocktail.
No.
Oh.
I had a lot of these,
Yeah.
and I had like my own flask of Bullet.
That was it. The
Yeah,
Bullet.
Bullet really sent me over the edge.
And Perry told on himself in the middle of the show.
And I didn't mean to. I was 20 at the time.
Yeah.
I was not 21. I don't know if I've ever shared that with anybody outside of like close family or friends.
You put it on the Patreon, haven't you? Thought you like played some.
I don't
of
know.
it.
Did I?
Thought you played some.
Oh,
of it.
I did play some of it.
Yeah.
You're right.
So you've shared it, not in a real public.
Yeah,
You gonna go back?
for Patreon, I might share the drunk show.
Yeah.
You know what we should do is
You're
we
like
should
10
do.
years past it now. They can't do nothing about you.
You're right. Oh, it's been 10 years.
Yeah, bro, we're old.
We should do a like a Patreon only live stream where we listen to it and talk about it.
We could. And then you can listen to some of my music when I was 20 years old.
do that. Dude, I think that's a great idea, actually.
Hey, once kids' sports are done here in the next couple of weeks and no games are on Thursday, I will be back available every couple of Thursdays.
Fantastic.
For the live stream.
Do you want to start by drinking it out of the bottle before we go to our
Yes.
Glencairns full of beer?
Just like Grandpa and Daddy told us to. Brewskis. Some brews. Oh, that's good. Did they have okay, correct me
Yes,
if
they
I'm
have a
wrong.
stout.
Okay. I think maybe the stout was what I had a long time ago.
I don't like the stout as much as I do
And I think it was too much for me.
the ale. Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
It's so good, man.
It has just enough of bourbon flavor. And it's not like, what bourbon is that? No, it tastes like bourbon,
Mm-hmm.
but it's beer. It's just a good combination of both. I like this.
Yeah.
And I don't drink a lot of beer other than the slushies and stuff. I like
Yeah,
this a
I
lot.
don't really either.
Which, thank you. Gave me some
Oh,
slushy
yeah,
beer.
yeah. I forgot to say that. I
Ernie's
brought you a
has
couple of
450s and stuff
which is
like that.
crazy.
It's
How does Kentucky have 450 now?
well, I think people will get them for them. Like,
But
you
it's
can-
not okay. But it's not just Ernie's.
so other people have it.
Liquor Barn had some.
Oh, okay. Then it's some.
Something's happening. Like they're getting distribution now, which is great because they're like some of my favorite weird beers.
Before
drink.
somebody had to like take their truck and go to the release and like get it, and then they could sell it.
Yeah,
in
it was
the
Eric
store.
Jansen.
True.
It was the cowboy himself.
He did it for all of us. But
He
yeah,
really did
I
for a
guess
while.
now maybe they are distributing.
Yeah. So
Either way, but thank you for that. But this tastes like
this is beer, man.
this is beer. It's almost like, I mean, I can't say we've all done it. I know me and you have done it. Sometimes, like when I'm watching football or we're at weddings or something, we'll get a little side pour of bourbon and we'll grab us a beer. And that'll be like a double fist that we have for the day. And this tastes like that. is good.
My favorite bourbon and beer combination is Miller High Life and Turkey 101.
I like that.
They are just so well suited to each other. The only other thing that I really will point to as being like my ideal sidecar or bat and a ball or whatever you want to call it is
Batman and Robin.
that's actually really good. I like that. Just regular Buffalo Trace
Okay.
and Sam Adams Oktoberfest. That combination is spectacular.
I could see that.
Not Eagle Rare, not E.H. Taylor's small batch. It's got to be Buffalo Trace.
That's
Not even a pick.
That's a more obtainable duo at like a Kentucky wedding or something.
Yeah.
Because probably, I don't know. Some people might have Eagle Rare, but A Buffalo Trace and Sam Adams was probably easy to do.
Yeah, but it's got to be Sam Adams Oktoberfest
Oh, so it's going to be October wedding.
or September.
When did they put that out?
September.
Okay.
I do want to try this out of the Glencairn, though.
Let's do it.
I was able to get a little bit more head than you did.
Well, maybe recently, but I've had more years on you. That's pretty good. When you do nose it out of a Glencairn, you do get a little like berry. It's like a berry jam.
I get a lot more of the yeast, though.
Yeah, but I do throw a little bit of like wild berry, like jelly on those.
Yeah.
Palate still tastes the same as if you drink it out of a bottle. It's just beer and bourbon. It's like if you took a good beer and you had your little side piece of bourbon. I like that.
I like it a lot.
Huh.
Yeah. So a 4-pack is a little expensive.
How much?
$12.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. Essentially it's $3 per bottle.
So how are we going to grade this?
Nose, palate, finish, and price, man.
No, but per bottle or per pack? Can you buy these singles?
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
$3 a single?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to prepare.
No, you're right. You're right.
Prepare my pour.
Aw. Early days.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Memories all alone.
If you want to go listen to some Whiskey Mutant and Pear Bear content before we were actually on the podcast together, before I was on the podcast, you can go to my Instagram, Whiskey Mutant on Instagram, and scroll back like 2 or 3 years ago. And
2 years at this point.
Yes. Look at videos or reels and prepare your pour where we reviewed an anime or a movie and we paired it with a whiskey and we blinded each other on it, which is a very cool concept.
It's a great concept. We really should bring it back in some capacity.
I think we can figure that out.
We did like comic books at one point.
We did
too.
comic books, we did anime, we did movies, everything. And we gave each other blind samples and we reviewed whatever medium we were talking about. And then we blinded each other and then talked about why we paired that with that particular show or book or whatever.
Yeah. We really need to bring that back.
That's a good concept.
Yeah.
I like it.
Maybe like once a month we could do that on a live stream on the main channel.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. So nose, palate, finish, and price.
On a beer.
On a beer. Out of a Glencairn. Each category is out of 5. Final score is out of 20. What would you give the nose on the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale?
I mean, 4?
This feels like we're doing a parody of our own show.
It's bourbon and it's beer.
Yeah, I mean
it's a 4.
Yeah, it's a 3.5 for me.
I mean, I smell it and I'm like, that's bourbon and beer.
Yeah, I have to really keep myself from like swirling this in
I've
the
been
glass.
doing it the whole time.
Yeah, like I'll do it to
I'm
kind of like
carbonation going.
It smells great.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really focused on nose when I'm drinking a beer, but I do just kind of like instinctively do that anymore. You know?
Have you ever done that and then you just poured like a Coke Zero or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
I'm making sure I'm not.
Of course,
the only one.
I've done that with water on accident.
Yeah.
What'd you give the palate though?
A 4 for a beer. Hey, when you review beer, you just gotta expect the burps, man. I like this a lot.
I like it a lot too. I'm gonna give it a 4 as well.
I think comparing it to like what I normally drink, I don't drink beer a lot other than the slushies. But if I'm somewhere, I'll get a Mick Ultra or Miller Lite or something. This gives that extra flavor to the beer that I normally wouldn't get from like a light beer.
I like drinking this at bars because it gives bourbon without paying bourbon prices.
Yeah.
You know, Like, and you
Have
know,
you
I
had
don't.
this at a bar? Do you
Yeah,
remember the price? Like for a pint?
probably
About the
like
same?
$6 or $7.
Okay.
I mean,
Bar price. Normal.
bar price, yeah,
Okay.
is usually. I mean, essentially, you're basically just doubling whatever the per unit price is. So yeah, I mean, it's like $6 or $7
I like this.
at a bar.
You get bourbon flavor, but you also, it's still, it's a
beer.
beer. I like it.
Hooray beer.
Hooray beer.
Yeah, 4. Finish. I don't know. I don't know. This is the one part of this that I don't know.
A finish because I don't feel like I don't really get finish on a lot of beers. Can I do it like a non-applicable on this?
In NA.
In NA?
I mean, there is a finish. It's
a 2.
Yeah.
There's not much of a finish, but
yeah, I'll give it a 2 as well.
I wouldn't expect a finish on this.
No.
But if we're doing it like we're supposed to, a 2.
I'll give it a 2. Here's the funny thing when we start talking about the price on this. I remember a time where I thought that $12 for a 4-pack of beer was expensive.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was too much. And this felt like a treat for a little while. And now I'm like,
yeah,
I'll keep it around.
Yeah, because we can get a $4.50. What, it's $12 for one can? Prices. Economy, -1 out of 20.
What?
That's what I give the economy right now.
Oh, well, the economy's in the crapper.
I give it a -1 out of 20.
Yeah, but what about the price on this?
Are we doing it per pack or unit?
I think we go per pack.
And what did you say this was?
$12.
Oh, 4.
That's a 4.
I mean,
easy 4.
The thing about this that makes the price worth it is that I don't want to just finish this beer and move on to the next. It makes me want to, but it's so good that I don't have to like soak it and move to the next one.
Yeah.
You know what? This 4-pack is going to go just the distance of like a 6 or a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 4.
I'm down for that. So that gives me a final score of 13.5 out of 20. I think you're a 13.
I think I was 13.
Oh, wait. No. You'd be a 14 because you gave the nose a higher score than I did.
4,
12.
And then what else? 2
on the finish. So that's 14.
Okay.
Yeah. So 13.5 and a 14. I recommend this, man.
Get it.
If you see it, get it.
This is a perfect like Saturday or Sunday. You like college football? You're going all day. Buy a 4-pack of this. Pour a little bit at a time. You're good. You like NFL on Sunday? A little bit of time. You're good to go. I like this a lot.
Yeah, definitely. We do have some barrel rings.
Some?
Yes.
More than one.
Because we have text messages as well.
Oh, my God.
Yes, we do.
Hold
That's
up.
right.
We got to tell them how to do it.
That's right. If you want to call or text the show, you can do just that from your daggum mobile device right in your hand. You're probably listening to the show anyway with the phone that's in your hands.
Yeah. Or if you're in your car and you got it on your mount, it's connected to the Bluetooth and it's playing through the speakers, but it's still your phone.
If you want to send us a text or if you want to call in and leave a voicemail, you can do so by heading to, I don't care, 859-428-8253. That's right. That number is 859-428-8253. Our first text came from our dear friend Jared Quant, who sent us an unsolicited dick pic, which was a picture of Richard Nixon, which I'll put up on the screen for anybody who's watching.
It actually receives pictures. Okay.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Do we want to do the voicemail before we do the next text, or
I'm reading his text right now.
He said, wanted to be the first to text you a dick pic.
Okay.
And it won't be the last.
Okay.
Very ominous.
I love it. Thank you. That's amazing.
Thank you, Jared.
Apparently, Nixon was well hung from what I've
No,
heard.
his nickname, Richard.
Dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I've heard podcasts where he was...
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not thinking of, was it Gerald Ford? 'Cause there's this, okay, no. It was Ford. Because after Nixon got, after he quit as president. Resigned, thank you. Ford took over.
Yeah. Who had to have their pants...
It's Ford.
Okay.
So
sorry.
If you don't know this is the funniest thing to me.
There was like a recorded line where he had to have
he wanted to avoid the same issues that Nixon ran into, which were, leaked audio tapes and, making sure he wasn't doing anything legal. So Ford recorded all of his phone calls.
Okay.
And there's one where he is talking to a tailor on the phone about making sure that there is enough room for his junk in the pants.
Yeah.
And it is so funny to listen to. I'll probably throw a link in the description.
That's it. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. If I remember to. But it's very, very funny.
Yeah.
To hear.
That was the one.
Yeah. But we have another text from Tony Bag of Donuts.
Oh, the donuts man himself.
Hello, Tim Bip Nation. Love this idea of texting. So, high proof hot take. But this high proof hot take is for just one guy, the UPS driver.
Okay.
I know you're listening. You were supposed to deliver my Whiskey in My Wedding Ring podcast. Whiskey Ring podcast, Tim Bip Barrel Rye, but you didn't. You didn't ring the doorbell. You didn't knock on the door. You just left me a note and told me to F off.
He said that?
There were two of us home all day while I was in Austin last week. You did the same thing according to my roommate, and by that, I mean Dad. To top it off, this is the third time you aren't attempting to deliver. You're making me go pick it up. Do your effing job. Sorry that was so long. Thank you for the platform. You are welcome, Tony Bag of Donuts. And I'm sorry for your issues with your UPS driver.
So he was supposed to deliver it. He didn't. And then he said, go pick it up yourself.
Pretty much.
That sucks.
Here's the thing. I can empathize with your plight. It's better than them just
drinking it.
Well, yes, definitely that. But also better than them just like sending it back. Sorry.
I feel good now.
This is why we can't drink beer on the podcast, because we both just lose our minds.
White girl wasted right
now. Yeah, it's better than them sending it back to the shipper.
Or it's
which has happened before.
Come get it and it's opened and they've drank it.
Yeah.
But he was trying to get this. If you're watching and if you're listening, this is the barrel rye finished in Arm and a Yak, aka Armagnac cask, that you can buy. And Perry's going to put the link in the description right now.
Do you want to drink a little bit of it?
We can. If you want to.
I haven't had it since we picked it.
I don't even have a sticker on it. This is how exclusive this is to me. I don't even have a sticker. This is the straight from barrel. Like, they sent it to me privately. Didn't even send it to David.
Aren't you special?
Yeah.
Do you need to cut it open, or do you just want to tear the... No.
It's done. Hold on. Here we go. Ooh. And yes, I'm still on the finished whiskey rant, but I picked this before that, and I really like this.
Yeah.
So,
thank you. We do have a voicemail as well for Barrel Rings.
is going on, my guys? This is your buddy Bill. I am once again sitting in front of, where am I? Planet Fitness, oh my goodness. Sitting in front of Planet Fitness, debating if I want to go in or not, contemplating life.
Just go
on this
in.
rainy, cold, dark Friday morning. So, I didn't realize that my comment about maybe having a type of award was going to garner so much fun, I guess you can say, in the pregame chats, but that was pretty hilarious. I really enjoyed that. And just so you know, you guys do get a Streetwalker Bill Award for my favorite whiskey podcast.
Yes!
So you can expect to
we did
get nothing from me.
Finally!
But it's just know that award has been given to you guys, and no one else can have it, just for you.
Yes.
So I got a question for you guys. We are in allocated bourbon season.
Okay.
And I wanted to know if there was one bottle you could get, just one, what would it be? For me, that's William LaRue Weller.
Good choice.
I love the name William. It's a really great name. And
I get it.
Admittedly, I am looking to collect the Weller line. So, yeah, that's what I'm going after. So, all right, boys, have a good one. Have a great weekend. See y'all next week. Peace out!
Kiss, kiss.
Love you, Bill. Well,
one out of the whole allocated season.
So we didn't talk about it, but everything got announced for the antique collection this week.
I heard about that.
We are, unfortunately, for the second year in a row, not receiving samples of the antique collection. I am not anticipating it to ever happen again. I'm sorry, listeners, watchers, and I am sorry to you as well.
Me?
Because of course, to you.
Sorry to me.
You had like 1 year.
Chug my one bottle of GTS over there.
You had 1 year of it, and that was the year that they didn't even have Stag.
Let's just review that in November or something. the low proof Stag, the one Stag I've got
just
in
pointless.
20 years.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So I the thing about the antique collection this year is that it feels like everything is being like exponentially ramped up. It's the oldest Eagle Rare 17 at 19 years old.
Well, they call it Eagle Rare 19.
I don't make the decisions. They'd have to file a whole TTB label and everything.
Well, do it. You're Buffalo Trace. You can do whatever you want to.
Whatever.
Other than send it samples!
William LaRue Weller is 13 years old at 133 proof. And Stag is at like 15 or 16 years old.
Of course it is.
And over 130 proof. And I'm mad that we don't get to try that. But, Buffalo Trace just, we'll blame Sazerac.
Yeah, it's probably them.
Yeah. Anyway, I can't speak to any of the antique collection products as something that I would want to hunt for, I would say, this year.
I mean, you don't hunt for them. You
no,
basically
but like for something that I would like, it would be the only thing that I would really want to get.
Yeah.
Knowing how much I love the Four Roses 135th.
Yeah.
I mean, that is my answer. I want that bottle. I need that bottle so badly.
I'm on a mission.
From God.
The bourbon gods have put this on me. I'm on a mission. I'm going to work on something. I'm going to work on something.
Oh, this is news to me.
I just thought of it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm going to do it.
High proof hot takes.
High proof hot takes. By the way, this rye is really good. So you should buy one. High proof hot takes. What do I have? I said it at the top of the episode already.
Which I apologized for.
Yeah. It's when you get a bottle and you know your friend's going to like it, and then you post about it before you tell them that you have it. And your friend has to find out about it secondhand, but you're not mad at them.
You were mad for a little while, and
I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad. I was more like, why didn't you tell me about that? I was sad. But I don't really have any high proof hot takes other than our tips and bits this week.
You have a high proof hot take about Talk to Me?
Yes.
Really? Interesting.
I've thought about this all week.
Yeah, I don't have a high proof hot take either, honestly.
Don't put razor blades in candy this year.
That thing that always happens.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. So before we get into so I guess I'll actually introduce this on mic instead of being way too far away from it. So Tips and Bits, it's our segment where we recommend things or talk about things that we have been watching or reading or listening to, depending on the week. Before we get to our discussion on Talk to Me, I want to suggest something or recommend something that I don't even know if you have listened to yet, but I have loved. And I was listening to it on the way over here. I'm definitely about to start it over again.
What?
The album USA from our dearly beloved creator, Petey.
I've not listened to that.
It is so good.
Really?
Yeah, it's got this kind of like alt punk with a little bit of lo-fi vibe to it. The man is a lyrical genius.
I love him.
I'm so we talked about, I think at one point we talked about PD USA. He does little funny sketches
The best
on
Instagram videos.
on Instagram. It's basically just himself filmed from different angles and really, really well produced. And like thinking about just the way that it based at least on the quality of his music, you can see the craft too that goes into just making these sketches for Instagram and TikTok. The album is so good.
I gotta listen.
So the track that really, there's two tracks that really stuck out for me. Man.
Pua.
Sorry, Patreon. The first one is called "The Freedom to F Off." That's
Freedom to fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's all about just like how the older you get, you wish that you had the same sense of wanderlust almost that you do when you're younger.
Yeah.
And like you want to live your life to the fullest, but the more that things change, your perspective changes with it.
Yeah.
Really, really great song. And the other one is called Living Like This. And the chorus, like I was listening to it and I just got goosebumps. The chorus has the line, I'm sorry if I'm remembering this, but it was, the thought of dying isn't scary. The sad part is living like this.
That's tough.
It's brutal, man, but it's good. It's sad, upbeat music that scratches a particular itch that I don't even really know how to describe. Like, I really like alt punk music.
Yeah.
I really like lo-fi music as well. And this just ticks off like all of those boxes for me. It's streaming everywhere. I want to get PD on the podcast so badly.
Oh, he'd do it too.
Oh,
I
he
know
would
I
absolutely
can tell
do it.
by those videos.
He would absolutely do it.
He
He's
would
going to be
love
in
to do it.
Cincinnati in a few weeks for his tour.
You gonna go
And it's sold out.
already?
Oh, yeah. It's sold out like immediately.
Petey, damn.
He's doing great, man. He's doing great. I just really want to have him on the show.
Let me work
We
on
are
something.
also
Let me work on something.
okay.
I got a friend in Cincinnati.
Okay. We're also working on we've had some questions recently about interviews and guests on the show, and whether or not we want to continue doing that. Yeah, absolutely. I have no desire to stop doing that. That's one of my favorite things that I get to do with Tim Bip. We are going to have some really awesome special guests and interviews on the podcast before too long. So stay tuned for that. I don't want to divulge too much information, but I think that I think people are going to be really happy with what's going on behind the scenes. So anyway, listen to USA. It's awesome. It's a great album. We also, in preparation for this episode, watched a movie from A24.
Yes,
It's called Talk to Me.
it is.
It is an
Take my hand. Talk to me. Let me in.
I let you in.
Okay.
It is an Australian movie, independent film.
Is it a horror movie?
What do you mean?
Is it? Or is it a psychological thriller?
There are definitely horror elements that are in this movie.
All right.
Tell people, first of all, what happens in this movie.
So, Talk to Me. Talk to Me is like a current version of a possession movie. Like if you've ever seen a movie about people getting possessed or something, and they use it as a way to compare to like TikTok challenges, social media challenges, and people getting high off of like possession. So there's like a hand. This movie is about a hand that is apparently able to, the user grabs the hand. It looks like just a normal like dummy hand. They say in the movie that it's probably actually a real hand. But if you say the words, talk to me, you will see like a dead person. But
like that alone, I feel like
okay,
warrants it being a horror movie.
yeah, but that part was not scary to me. I'll just say that when we get into it. But like the movie is basically there's a hand, there's teenagers that use this hand to they use it at parties to get high off of the adrenaline of going into another dimension or like connecting with a spiritual entity. And if you hold on to this hand for too long, bad things may happen. So it's a possession movie that basically like mirrors like a drug. Like at one point the kids are doing this and they're getting high off it, and that's cool. But yeah, that's the movie in a nutshell. And if you hold on to the hand too long, you may see something that you weren't prepared for, or you may be possessed and bad things may happen. So that kind of sums it up.
So you didn't like this movie?
I liked this movie. It was okay.
Oh, wow.
I did not think this movie deserved the amount of hype that it has. And I'll tell you why. Like,
okay, I'll let you
is
go.
this a spoiler? Like,
Oh yeah, it's all spoiler
Yes,
reviews and conversation.
yeah, if you want to watch it, skip to the end, then come back and listen. But I'm going to go full spoilers and all.
I
so.
will put up a time code for people.
Oh, you're so
because-
good. You're so good.
because that's how you have to be nowadays.
So
I'll put up
good.
a time code, so if you need to skip ahead, that way you know when to come back to. So
Yeah.
spoilers start here, and spoilers end there.
Yeah. Okay. So this, to me, is a good movie, but I don't feel like it lived up to the potential it had. Okay, I like the comparison to Possession movie being like a drug for kids, because that's what they made it about. It's social media. It shows other kids doing it. Other kids want to do it. That's the scariest part of this movie to me, is I have kids. I have kids that are teenagers, that are almost teenagers, and I could see them doing a challenge or a drug that could end very badly.
Yeah.
This kept touching on things, and then they didn't show me anything else. So I don't know how
I could see that.
I don't know how we want to go about this, but like the first 20 minutes of this movie is good, and then to me the middle, like, this is only like an hour and a half movie.
Yeah.
The middle like portion is boring. And then
I disagree with that, honestly.
okay, I got to hear about this. So this, like you said, this takes place in Australia. It's got a bunch of weird looking kids and the woman from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
She's the mom, right?
Yeah, she's oh shoot.
No, man.
She's King Theoden's daughter.
And A24,
She is incredible in this movie.
A24 once again takes hold of the, before anything happens, the weird sibling thing.
Yeah.
The brother in this, the sibling, he's kind of scary before it even starts.
Well, that's what I was really struck by with this movie, and having seen enough A24 movies at this point, just really being gripped by the fact that they understand how to make the mundane terrifying. The familial relationships, the uncomfortable weird kid in class or in families or whatever. Like
he was the electric post kid, sister boyfriend.
Yeah, right. I think that it's not a perfect movie.
No.
It's not a perfect movie, but I was glued to it.
But, okay, so the first half of the movie, the first part of the movie starts out like they show the hand at the party. You see what it can do. Then you kind of see the hand. The hand basically, spoilers again, the hand possesses you, the user, and it makes you see a dead person, and then it makes that dead person come into you, and people film you, and it like gives you a high and stuff like that. After that first, like, they did like a montage where like the kids were like, they kept doing the hand over and over and over. I thought that was great. Like they were like, ah, and then you have like 30, 40 minutes where the main character, she's dealing with her dad's stuff.
Mia.
Yeah. Mia, you know, something's happened to the sibling in the movie. He's in the hospital, and they give you a clip, about a 10-second clip that says, oh, this is what's happening to this kid in the other world, and it shows him being like torn apart, and then they go and they never revisit that ever again. And I said, why can't I see the other side of that?
Okay. I understand where you're coming from, but I like that there was that moment that established how otherworldly the threat was, and then we saw the progressive repercussions of it in the real world.
Okay. Well, I wanted
Throughout.
to see more of the other world.
No, I think don't think that that's an unrealistic criticism of the movie, but I do think that the crux of it is so rooted in mental trauma and trying to adjust to that in day-to-day life.
Yeah.
That it doesn't do that well. I think it does that exceptionally well.
Yeah.
There's what, like, it's got a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
And that means if you don't understand how Rotten Tomatoes works, that's an average score, basically. It's not,
It's not like, oh, this is the best movie of the year.
Yeah, it's 94% of critics have given it a positive score.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, overall, I would give it a positive score. I think that it was engaging. I think that it was thought-provoking. I think that there were moments where I was terrified of being in that position. There's a whole scene where the dad has to reveal, Max, the father of Mia, has to reveal to her that he hasn't been completely honest.
That's not him, though.
But yes, it is.
No, that's the other people.
No,
That's the people telling him.
I don't think
I
it
took
is,
it as
though.
like that's them like corrupting her to make her kill him. Because
there is a lot of ambiguity.
well, but I mean
in
that's
this
a good
movie.
thing that we both think different things. I think the mid part of this movie is so boring that it hurts the rest of the movie. Because other than her sucking on toes, there's not much that happens in the midpoint. They give you a glimpse of like Hellraiser type stuff where like a kid's getting tortured. But other than that, this was...
But it develops the relationship that she has with her mom, who
is evil.
Who is dead.
Evil.
Maybe.
She's evil.
Maybe. If you think that the others are taking control of her dad...
She says it. The mom says it. And she's bad too.
But... I am saying that
Dad got stabbed in the neck for nothing.
I agree with that, but I'm saying that like the mom ghost could have been a puppet of the otherworldly.
She is the otherworldly. She's the bad person.
What? How?
Because
you're not. No, don't just because me.
She literally tells them that she's being manipulated, and then she puts her hand on her shoulder and was like, "Just let go," or whatever, and makes her kill herself at the end.
It's wild, by the way. That sequence was
it's out of control.
The last 5 minutes of the podcast, the last 5 minutes of the movie are unbelievable. It's like cranked everything up to max.
That's what I agree with that, because the first half or the first quarter of it is awesome. The middle is boring to me, and then the last like 10 to 15 minutes.
You want like the whole movie to be that slider turned up to 100.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that. I like that there are peaks and valleys.
You like to take a nap in between.
I didn't take a nap. I thought it was good character development.
Oh. I didn't care about.
I am really surprised that you don't like this movie.
I could not. Okay, Mia, is that her name? Mia.
Yes,
great actor. If she's not in future movies, projects, I will be very disappointed, because she was great.
Well, they have a prequel that's already been filmed and is just basically ready to be released.
A prequel?
Well, it's focused on Docket. Is that was his name? The guy in the prologue.
Oh, the one
his
that
brother was
stabs him,
like that's how
fine.
he came to own the hand.
Yeah.
And how he went
No,
crazy.
this I won't lie. This is the potential. This has the potential to be a big like episodic like movie type thing, because you could do a prequel, you could do stuff afterwards. I'm fine with that. I'm saying she's a great actor and she should be in higher like.
She has a great career ahead of her.
Yes. I'm just saying that middle part, they just didn't write it to a point where I did not care about her relationship with her dad, because it felt so different from the rest of the movie.
With that. I think that was a weak point in the movie, especially because so much of what we were given with their relationship was told, not shown.
I just wanted more scary, gory stuff happening. And they gave me 5 seconds of like the other world tearing this person apart. And then they cut back to the real world. And I didn't see any more of that. So I just thought the middle 30 minutes of this movie hurt it. And I didn't get what I wanted. And that's why I could easily say, let me watch the beginning, let me watch the end, and I'm good. I wanted more. This movie could have easily been at least 20 minutes longer.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. But I guess I just didn't have a problem with the pacing of it the way that you did.
The pacing killed me. I kept thinking, when are we going to get something crazy again?
Yeah.
You can't go from a teenager bashing his head into a
But I think that's
shelf.
That's the appeal of A24.
I know.
You don't know what's going to happen, and when it does happen, it's so intense that in some way you're not ready for it. But in other ways, you're like, this is what I signed up for.
I get that. Just like Hereditary, you get that scene.
And Midsummer.
Yeah, you get that scene. But then if you go to other A24 films like X and the prequel to X, you get it's more on my style. Maybe we'll split it to this. This is kind of you like that part. I like the slasher style, like kill, 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 kill. X, A24, once the killing starts, you get like 4 or 5 kills.
Yeah.
Pearl.
And I do like the progressive, like mentally taxing horror movies. I do. I like suspense.
I like slasher.
So that's where we differ.
I wanted more Hellraiser in this movie,
Yeah,
and you were okay with the slow progression.
Exactly, and that's why the suspense aspect of everything worked so well for me.
Okay, well there you go.
And like, to me, it sounds like you would maybe give this like a C+, where I would give it an A-.
Yeah, I could do a C+, B-. It's not bad. I'm not going to say it's bad because I did enjoy a lot of this, but it's one of those movies where I keep watching it and thinking about it, and I said, if they would have done this, I would have liked it a little bit better. And it was all in that midsection.
And I get that. I totally get that.
So, okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
At the end, do you think that Mia took her own life to stop everything? Or do you think the older sister tried to save the brother and pushed Mia into
that one?
You think that one?
Yeah, I think that one, because
I want to think
she is so discombobulated by experiencing the afterlife,
right,
that it doesn't make sense to assume that she did that to herself.
Okay, that's what I kind of thought the same. I thought they wrestled, something happened, and Mia got pushed in. But out of everything, did you think that last scene looked kind of wonky? When Mia's the one that's, she's the spirit now, and the French or
they were Greek.
Greek.
Yeah.
You think that kind of looked weird to me? The hand coming over the candle.
It didn't bother me.
Okay.
It really did not bother me. I thought it was kind of a fun
Okay.
moment questioning. It was a good. It wasn't like watching Inception and not knowing whether he was
like no, no. It made the point, but I'm saying it just looked funny to me.
No, I didn't think it did.
It looked funny.
I'll go back and look and look again.
The hand over it looked funny, not like it was trying to confuse us. It just looked subpar to the rest of the movie.
That's fair. I don't know. I mean, maybe the ending was rushed. Maybe they had to,
I really think this
pick up where they didn't want to.
I think if you added about 15 to 20 minutes to this movie and gave me a little bit more of that torture / spiritual stuff happening, and I saw more of that, I think I would have a different take on this.
Sure. I liked it. I had fun with it.
I didn't mind it. Like, I'm not going to not recommend it. I'm going to say, to me, there was a few things that could have made it be I liked it movie.
Yeah. No, I get that. But,
so what are we doing next week?
Well, next week, I figured that we would do something that is I'm really like hanging back on some of the more classics for spooky season.
Say it. Do it.
I did it.
Do it. Give it all that gut. Come on. From the depths.
Wait.
That was scary. Oh, no. Come on. April's pissed right now.
I know she is.
She just instantly stopped and said, "What the hell are they doing down there?"
It's still your fault.
It's my fault. I did it.
You told me to.
I know. What are we doing?
We are going to watch
Freddy versus Jason.
Alien.
Oh, fucking right. Okay. I'm down with that.
I love Alien. It's one of my favorite movies ever.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy right now.
But I've only seen it a couple of times.
Sigourney.
I've only seen it a couple of times. I just want to go back and kind of experience that sense of thrill.
Oh, it's so good.
God, originally.
So good. You all better watch it.
And I think we're kind of following this pattern of like movies that have been out for a while that I recommend versus like newer movies that you would recommend.
Strangler.
We're not watching The Greasy Strangler.
Shit.
We're not watching that movie. Do not recommend that movie next week for us to watch. It's awful. It's not bad. It's just hard to watch.
It's something. I'll just say that. It's something.
Hootie Tootie Disco Cutie. Okay. Anyway, that's been an episode.
That's an episode. If you want to get more stuff, you want to get this episode
It's the wildest episode ever.
You can go to patreon.com/MyBourbonPod for as little as $1 a month. You can support the show, and at $5, you get all the bonus stuff. You get this episode uncut, and we do a lot over there. You get stuff. We'll post the link to our latest pick. This is with Whiskey in My Wedding Ring. It's a barrel rye finished in Arm and a Yak cask. It's 120 proof. It's really good. I recommend it. Patreon, you'll get that link. We'll probably post this link when the episode comes out on YouTube. If you want to get some merch, it's bourbonshop.threadless.com. Perry's got a lot of designs up there. A lot of random.
Maybe we shouldn't review beer on this podcast.
I know, right? You get a lot of like discount codes and stuff if you sign up on your email. If you want to send us an email, by the way, if you want to ask us a question or something to review, you can send an email to thisismybourbonshop@threadless.com. Send an email. We'll reply back to you. All that. If you want to follow us on all social media at My Bourbon Pod, you can follow Perry at PRitter1792. You can follow me at Whiskey Mutant. You can leave a comment, subscribe, a rating on whatever podcast app you're listening to. You can catch this episode video versioned on YouTube every Friday. Leave a comment, leave a like, do all the stuff. That's an episode. I mean,
We've done it.
we've done it. We've talked about movies. We've drank tons of stuff. We're going to watch a movie and talk about it again because it's spooky season.
You're definitely in trouble.
At this point, why does it matter? Because you already started.
Yeah, you're right. We will see you all next time. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for listening, for watching, for just being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
See y'all real soon. Until next time, I'm Perry,
I'm Eric.
and this is My Bourbon Podcast.
What did you pour me?